Hello everyone, a very happy new year to all of you. I hope 2021 is treating you really well. This year I thought I'll do something a little beyond, my sari business. And throughout these years, I've been getting a lot of questions on the sari business, on the designing part and things like that. So I thought I'd just take up some time and start answering questions. One of the questions that I generally get is, can you start a sari business without making any investment? And the answer is yes, you of course can start a sari business without making any investment. Okay? So how does this work? So basically, if I have to just finish it in one word, it's reselling. So what exactly is this reselling? So you have manufacturers, you have designers, you have weavers making their own saris. So what resellers do is you get their sari, you get the pictures of their saris, and then you sell it in your contacts, your the close contacts or your client base, whatever the need be. So is it as simple as that? It's really not as simple as that. But it's not difficult as well. I'll tell you what. So basically, when manufacturers, when they make saris, it's like they just don't finish it off not just one sari or five saris. It's basically like 100 saris, 300 saris, 500 or even 1,000. So if it is 1,000 sarees, you must understand there are numerous other people, other sellers, resellers also selling the same saree. So you need to be really competitive with your price. For example, if the saree is sold for 1,000 and you are selling it for 2,000, and you have so many other resellers, selling it for like 1,300, 1,400. So it works out difficult because these days everybody are online and they know what sari sells for what, and people generally do have an idea. So 1,000 rupees sari, if you sell it for 2,000, and it won't really work. And so you need to be that is main challenging part of the resellers. It's the same sari which is being sold by so many resellers, so you have to be really competitive with what you do. At the same time, charging it very less, like say just 20 rupees or 50 rupees profit would really, it would make you get frustrated. End of the day, you don't make any money. There is no point really doing any business, right? So you need to have at least 20% of profit in what you do. So how could you be a little different? So if it's the same sari sold by so many resellers, how can you be a different? You need to think a little, beyond that. I've seen so many resellers, how they do it is they get, once they get the pictures from the manufacturer, it's like they just send it to their customer base, and it's like very basic. Customers these days, they need that personal touch, right? You need to have that human touch. So to make that happen, I suggest, you could give some details about the sari. For example, if the sari is handmade, you could just bring in some, how the sari is made, or how the weavers, how they are benefited when you buy the sari. So when you do all this, it just brings in some human touch, and it'll help. It'll help actually, choosing between two resellers. It'll help since it has that human touch. So this is a basic thing, So if you're reselling, if you're selling some saris from any manufacturers or weavers or design, I suggest try to think out of the box. Try to think, be a little more creative in what you do. So this is a main thing. But yes, for this you don't need any kind of investment. All you need is your phone and your internet connection, and you're good to go. So this is like when you don't make any investment, you can go ahead with reselling. But as I suggest, you need to be a little careful about the pricing. And also, sometimes when you see the saris are like really good on the photographs, and when you order and when it comes, the sari will not be as good as it was in the photograph, or the quality may not be good, or the design may not be good. So that is also another thing. So you need to have that precision, like you need to be really, you need to have a clarity about which manufacturer you're choosing, which weaver you're getting in touch with. And okay, again, when it comes to weavers, if there are weavers near your area, or in your place, something like that, I suggest go to the weavers, get the photograph those saris, and try writing about the weaver. Take the picture of the weaver weaving, or things like this, and then put it on your database. Okay, so all this will give in that human touch. Or you can go to a nearest garment shop, and if you feel that they're selling very good sarees, what you can do is you can photograph those sarees as well, and in this way you can have a profit. So in this way, even the shopkeepers also benefited. You make your profit. So these are few ways on how you can do reselling without having any investment, without making any investment. These are a few ways like how you can take over your sari business. But as like I told you earlier, like when you do a reselling, try to have a bit of that human touch without being like a mechanical thing, like what they send it, you send it to your client base, and even it's so rudely done. So many things are like really rude, like it's like okay, when you open the package, take a video of it, all said so abruptly, and sometimes all these things. What I say is, whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you write, have that human touch. You need to treat your customers as kings. And the customer is the king. Unless you keep that in mind, it's very difficult in any kind of business. You need to keep the customer as a priority. And these days, yes, the customers, they would prefer the human touch. So this is one thing. So think out of the box, think creatively on how you can, the same sari that you get it from a manufacturer or weaver or a designer, see how you can sell it in a most creative way with that human touch. So this is about, like, if you want to like start a sari business without any investment, I suggest go ahead with reselling. And you need to be really careful about whom you're buying the saris from. And one particular person whom I really admire is Mrs. Shanmuga Priya. I think she's quite popular on the internet, and she mainly does selling through WhatsApp, and it's mainly with resellers. So she's a very genuine person, and things that she does is very nice, very business-like, very business-oriented. At the same time, she's like quite careful about how she treats her resellers. So this is a very good example of the reselling business. So like this, you need to get in touch with people whom you can really trust if you're doing this in the long run. Yeah. So I hope this is of some use to you. And if you really resonate with what I say, please join my Facebook page, my Facebook group. I will be putting the links down. And I'm also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please share, and please press the bell icon, subscribe. And if you're watching it on FB, please show some love by pressing on the like button. And every day I'll come up with some videos, pertaining to the sari business. I'll do my best at how I can help you out in this. Yeah. So thank you, and see you all in another video. Thank you so much.